Getting a haircut on Main Street is gonna make the park feel a little bit more like a real city than a theme park. Walt Disney World, in many ways, does feel like its own little city, but the parks feel very much like theme parks designed for tourists. But I'm hoping that this little magic moment will give me some of what I love when Walt Disney and Roy's Creations feels more real. Let's do it. Let's get our haircut on Main Street, USA. Yes. Off to the Magic Kingdom to do something I've always wanted to do, and I'm excited to try it. The theme for this trip, after all, is doing things I've never done before, but trying to take a little bit of a slower pace, and at the same time treat the park more like a local. Like if I lived here and Magic Kingdom was my home park, what would I do at Magic Kingdom that I don't get to do at Disneyland? That mindset, because rode the rides, eating a lot of the food, don't buy merch. So what are the little things I can do that are different? And this, what we're doing next, goes on the top of that list, because it's like a unique way to Disney. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention I'm running super late to do this. I love taking midday breaks, going back to the hotel room, getting a little nappy in, little recharge of the batteries. Kind of lost track of time, so I'm running behind schedule to do the one thing that I actually made an appointment for. But I always have to stop to pay tribute to that sweet, sweet monorail, because there is so much more monorail out here. I mean, you already love it, but then there's so much more to love. Wow. Lucky for me, entering this park in the middle of the day is a breeze. There are so many gates open right now, not one person waiting in any of them. I have my pick of the litter. Do you know how much busier this entry would have just been back home at Disneyland? Like crazy busier. Oh yeah, the railroad's rolling in. The difference is though, with this being a vacationer's park, people load in like crazy early in the morning. They're spending a lot of money. They want to go the whole day. Dividing every hour by the cost of what you spend is the way to get the greatest return. And Disneyland is full of locals that show up after work, after school. So the differences are pretty evident the more that you come here. Oh, the Dapper Dans are singing over there. But no, I have an appointment. Crosstown Square. That's right, friends. The one thing that I booked ahead on this trip and planned for myself is an appointment to get my hair cut at the Harmony Barbershop on Main Street, USA. So I went in to check in for my 4 o'clock appointment, and just as I predicted, there's 3 chairs. And there's two dudes getting a haircut, and they're each like 5 years old. And I go, I'm your 4 o'clock appointment. She's like, cool. She's like, is it just you? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, you're our 5 o'clock appointment. Yeah, so I don't know if many adults get their hair cut here. I think it might be mom and dad want to get a photo of Junior getting his hair cut on Main Street, so whatever. Something that just occurred to me is that most things on Main Street USA aren't what they say that they are. All of the facades are set up to set the backdrop of small town America. But this is one of the rarities where it actually is what it is. And I just saw a couple walk up and go, is it really a barber shop or is it a small little merch store? And that does make this distinctly unique in that it is something bizarre. It is a barber shop. And as Disney park fans, we're used to something saying that it's one thing and being something completely different. So the facade is reality this time. Pretty unique. And it's already making Main Street USA feel real because, like a regular barbershop, you gotta wait your turn. Kind of not mad about that. Kind of enjoying just sitting here waiting for my turn to get my hair cut while I can hear the Walt Disney World Railroad cruise by. I know, I theme park so differently than most. Yeah, I'm nuts. I have a problem. I'm cool with it. basically trim up what I already have going on.
Do you get kind of skin fade from the bottom?
Sure, whatever you want to do.
When was your last haircut?
Like 2 weeks ago. I don't really need a haircut. I just want to get a haircut.
You wanted the experience.
I want the experience, like every other 5-year-old.
Right. Like everyone.
How many people my age do you cut their hair? Do you get many adults?
Do we do it all?
Do you get many of them? Okay. So I'm not like the crazy weird guy.
No.
Perfect. Oh, okay. I'm not alone. When I came in, it was 2 5-year-olds. I was like, oh no, I've made a big mistake. One of the cool things about this place is that it's one of the only things that actually is what it says that it is, right? Like most things on Main Street are a lie. This is actually really a barber shop. But this is the real deal.
Yes, and so there's only 2 Disney barbershops in the world as well. The other one is in Paris.
Paris.
And then I believe there's only Mountain Chair in the barbershop.
Interesting.
Yes, he actually came to visit recently when we reopened. One of the rooms.
How long have you been cutting hair here?
I've been doing hair for a little over 5 years. The company for 2 years. I've been in the barbershop for 8 years.
Nice. You enjoy it?
I love it. This is what I've always been doing. So
that's awesome.
There's a picture of a little 16-year-old me in front of the barbershop in hair school.
Yeah. That's great.
It's pretty cool.
Right. There's now a dog in here, so it's feeling even more real. I think it's feeling like a real neighborhood barbershop now that the dog showed up. I did notice that the other adult has like a bubble wand. I kind of feel like I'm getting shortchanged over here.
He did have a little toy. He was playing with the toy.
In all fairness, he did throw a temper tantrum though, so you know.
Yes. Gotta keep him happy.
So do you have the distinct pleasure of performing a lot of people's first ever haircut? Is that a thing?
So it's cool because it's like that's a memory that is going to be with them forever.
Yeah.
So it's cool to think that I get to be a part of that and sharing that memory with families.
But is this a spot where people like they specifically bring their kid here to get their first haircut ever at Disney?
Literally, yes.
That's awesome.
Yep. People have booked their trips just for that. A lot of people waited because we were closed for the shutdown.
Yeah.
So a lot of people actually waited for their kid to get their first haircut for us to open.
That is amazing.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So it's cool to be a part of those memories.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, this isn't my first haircut.
That's okay. I did the first haircut package on a man that was like, I think he was like 80 once, and it was funny. He
That's
went to the
awesome.
toy the whole time.
That's
He
amazing.
was adorable. Like his family surprised him with the appointment.
That's amazing.
So it was really cute. I love it. Okay. Let me know what you're thinking so far.
So far, it looks great. Just more of what we got. I love it. I actually today saw like the grandfather in the family when they were having breakfast at the table across from me. I saw the grandfather, who was probably in his like 70s, look at the park map with the same excitement that a 5-year-old would look at it. He's like, oh, they got a Space Mountain here, and a train, and a Tron, and like his excitement for everything was just amazing. I'm like, that is awesome to see, you know? Everybody else was on their phone, and Pop was just ripping through the map, just like, this is amazing, I can't wait to do all of this. He's like, they got a Hall of Presidents? They're like, we don't want to do that. He's like, I do. It was a very like crazy intense, authentic Japanese like 5-course meal, and the chef just kept throwing extra courses in there. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be done by the time my steak shows up.
Right? Not even gonna get to eat me the food from around the showcase.
Yeah. Oh no, it was there and done.
That's awesome though. That sounds so fun.
I love that you guys have the Dapper Dan's thing on the wall. That's good theming, right?
Yes.
Barbershop quartet in the barbershop?
So sometimes they pop in the morning.
No way.
Yeah, and they sing. We have a song for the first haircuts. Like they rewrote, like they redid the certificate for our reopening.
Yeah.
And then the Dapper Dans wrote a song about a first haircut. So it's really cute.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That would be a moment.
Right? It's so hard to catch them though.
Oh, I bet.
Like we never even know what time it is.
Oh, it's just a random pop in.
Yep.
Which is when the magic's the most magical.
Right? we love them.
Yeah, I bet.
It's pretty fun.
I bet the customer's eyes just light up like,
Oh my gosh,
whoa.
every time they're like, they're coming. I'm like, yes, they are.
That's great.
Fun facts about the barbershop and all?
No, give them to me if you got the time.
So the barbershop is here because Walt, that was part of Walt's vision. He didn't get to do it in California. I
Right.
believe it was because there was not enough space.
Right. Makes sense.
So that was a big thing for him to have. So Roy made sure to carry on that legacy.
That's
whenever,
awesome.
Walt passed away, and there's been around. So Walt used to have a train.
Yeah.
That is from Walt's train. That little mirror thing.
That mirror is from the Lily Bell.
Yep. Real thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
A piece of the Lily Bell inside this barber shop. Amazing.
And then that hair product in there is actually real.
Oh, it is? That is a real hair
That's
product?
real.
Like a real old one?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I like pixie dust.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's also hairpins in here. We like to say that this is the emergency damper dan if we need to break out and dance.
If somebody has to break out in
Yep.
song.
And so, because this barbershop is based off of
His
the barbershop
experience.
that
Did he
Walt
get?
grew up going to.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
So there's
What's the last option?
This is pixie dust. So this is from Tinkerbell. She comes to bring it every morning before we get here. So we doing it?
Let's pixie dust.
Let's do it. Ready? Close your eyes for me. Make a wish. Oh, your wish is coming true.
You are amazing.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna take this out.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course. Did you want some powder on your neck to help with those itchy hairs?
Yeah, if you don't mind, that would be fantastic. Yeah, my friends were making fun of me, like, oh, maybe they'll give you a sucker if you're good. I'm like, bro, I got pixie dust. Even better than a sucker.
I think that's enough. You get to fly tonight and nice.
That's right. What an experience. Everything and more than I would. Oh, yeah! Got that sticker. That is great.
So this is what we put on the babies.
That's what the babies get put on? What's it say?
It says my first disco. That's the front. So there's like an iconic look right in the picture.
Can I see that just real quick? That's amazing.
Yeah, we use that for the first time. You also give them like a little lock of hair. It goes in a cute little bag that has pictures in it.
That's so cool.
And then we have a cute certificate too.
That's amazing. You guys have made it such an experience.
Right.
I mean, obviously, duh. Absolutely. 10 out of 10 experience. Would do again. And my cast member was absolutely amazing. $20-something for the haircut. Obviously, I gave her a tip. She was just above and beyond my expectations. Told me so many great stories about the service they provide and what it means to families. And think about it, there's parents that actually plan to get their first kid's haircut ever at the Magic Kingdom. What a magical thing that is. This was absolutely amazing. Would definitely recommend booking ahead and putting this into your next trip out here. Such a unique experience.